All right, I'm working on the exercises, and we're ready for the next three. We're going to do actually the next four, 5, 6, and then we're also going to do problem number 7. Area, hopefully that you've already tried these. 1/2 base 1 plus base 2, so the two bases would be the 8 and the 15. And then the height, perpendicular distance between the bases would be 5 inches. So 1/2 8 plus 15 times 5. And you know what I'm going to do? And this, feel free. You can always do this as well. Sometimes if I have several problems that I'm going to do, sometimes I'll set them up. And I'm just glancing over here going, okay, I'm just going to have to set these up. And then I'll grab my calculator and do all three of them together. So this next one here, 1/2 base 1 plus base 2, 38 plus 21 times the height. And then this last one, 30 and the 18 are the bases. 1/2 30 plus 18, height 16. Okay, so notice I just wrote out all three problems. And sometimes when you're doing a homework assignment like this, sometimes this is a good way to do this. If they're basically the same kind of problem, you can knock them out real quick, especially if they're starting to make sense. You're doing the same type of thing together. All right, so let me grab my calculator, and let's start with this first one here. 0.5 times 8 plus 15 in parentheses, 8 plus 15, and then times 5. 57.5. This one is 0.5 times 38 plus 21, parentheses, 38 plus 21, and then times the 6. And then this last one here, 0.5 times 30 plus 18. Oop, almost forgot my parenthesis again. 30 plus 18, and then times 16. So notice I was able to do all three of those. And so if you had your calculator, you could do that, boom, boom, boom. Then you get, okay, this is 57.5 inches squared. The second one was 177 centimeters squared. And the third one here, 384 feet squared. All right, now let's look at the last question here for these exercises. Number 7 says this is an open-ended question here. A new customer has a trapezoidal shaped backyard shown on the right. How many square feet of grass will Ryan have to mow? All right, so notice this one we have to do a little bit extra here because it says it's 20.5 feet here, but this whole base down here isn't shown. It's got this little part here is 5, this is 5. This part in the middle here, since it's directly down from this, would be 20.5. So this base down here, 20.5 plus the 5 and the 5 would be, if you're not for sure, you could use your calculator, but 5 and 5 is 10. 10 plus 20.5 would be 30.5. Right? Okay, so now let's area equals 1/2 base 1, 20.5, plus base 2, 30.5, times the height, 38.1/4. All right, so now when you go to grab your calculator, let's see here, where's my calculator at? There we go. Clear this out. So for the 1/2, you can put into the calculator 0.5 times, and then in parentheses, 20.5 and 30.5, 30.5. And then times, and 1/4 of something is 0.25, so 38.25 times 38.25. And our final answer then is 975.375. So the answer here, 975.375. I don't know if it says to round it. It doesn't say anything about rounding it, so I'm going to leave it like this. Feet, so it'd be feet squared. If it did say round, I usually have you round. If it did say round to the nearest tenth, it would have been 975.4 feet squared. If you were rounding this, not rounding, this. It doesn't say to round, so we're going to leave it like this. Most time, though, on a test, I would ask you to round, so that's what you would give me. All right. All right, so hopefully you got all those exercises right. Head on over to the next section. Listen to those notes about finding the areas of rhombi in kites.